not stand right next to the wind giant. Let's not stand next to the giant ass wind.
Let's go! Out of here! Quickly!
Okay, yeah, fuck this noise. That's very sus. V sus. Oh look, a bus. Oh look, another car. And they're all just abandoned here? No wonder there's a bunch of detours. Hello. That's the cat.
Looks like we're being followed.
We are being followed.
Yes.
Hey! Get the fuck out of here!
Back the fuck off, will you?
Oh, I should have given her the knife so she can cut the... She's gonna get suffocated.
Move! Run!
What? I hit it! I hit A, I swear to God. What is happening? Okay, I'm focusing so hard. I don't want anyone to die. I should have given her the knife. The knife was a good call for this. No, I can't. Oh, the toes. No. I'm focusing so hard.
Keep moving, go!
Oh no, we're gonna end up getting into the fog. Oh, we panic. Oh.
You hear that? Is that Taylor?
Taylor! Is that you back there? Get to the church! Run!
Ah! Oh, the toes dragging bothers me so much.
Hey!
One of those fucking things is after
Get
us!
inside! Go! Come on, move it!
Hey! Run!
Get inside!
What the hell are you doing?
Get in here.
What's up with this stranger?
Where's Angela?
She didn't make it. Nothing we could do.
Is she? She's not actually dead.
kidding
We
me.
didn't see her
No,
die.
and we have to keep that thing outside, or we'll be joining her.
Fuck.
Look for ways in and out of
Is
here.
she
Close them
actually
all off. Shit!
There.
Come on, we need a barricade here.
Yikes. This is getting stressful out.
Hey! Hey!
Why the hell is that old fool still out there?
Looks like he's following us.
Whatever he's up to, we can't trust
I
him.
know you're inside.
Can
What
you
in God's name is he
give
up to?
some
He's gonna lead
elaboration?
that thing straight to us.
He doesn't get how much trouble we're in here.
What the hell is going on in there?
You need to get away from here. Go before it's too late.
Get the hell out of here!
I'll go once I look you in the eye. Now let me in.
Maybe he can help us out.
This is a really bad idea.
That's probably a really bad idea. I'm curious though. I want to know more.
What exactly is going on here?
Something came after us.
That
It
thing was straight out of a nightmare or a horror movie.
What the fuck you talking about? Well, you bang your head tonight?
You gotta help us. Please, we're all out of options here. I feel like I'm never gonna get out of this town.
You and me both, man. I'll go get help. Fucking waste of time.
So what? What?
That thing's out there. It's toying with us.
Why are these things, whatever the hell they are, coming after us?
I wish I knew. Maybe then we'd know how to stop them.
Professor? Andrew! It's me. I'm next. The priest, reverend, whatever, made accusations against my double. It sounded serious.
Another trial?
Not this time.
Isaac.
It sure looked like it was heading that way.
It was Isaac, wasn't
And the girl? Mary?
Yeah. She was there all right.
it? What happened to him? We were at his gravestone.
We secure in here? You find any other ways in?
Sorry, Professor, I didn't check.
Also, the one way in means there's a
That thing
way
is still
out.
out there. Look over there.
We have to follow her. Whoever she is, she's tied up in everything that's happened here.
What if you're right? What then?
If we can stop her, it could prevent any more harm happening to our doubles.
Okay. Guard the door in case that thing comes back.
This is a good choice. Let's go up the dark, scary stairs. This is a good choice. I shouldn't take my hands off the keyboard. That's not bad. Up high?
Hey, kid,
That's not a bad place to be.
you out here?
No. See, because I feel like falling getting stabbed is what killed you the first time. So maybe being in a high place. Not good. Be in a high place. Be in a high place. Stay at ground level. Ground level where you can't fall to your death. Gotta feel it. Gotta feel
It
it.
pains me to say these words, but your punishment today will protect us all.
We killed the
Keep our
Reverend.
town safe.
Can you spare him? I beg you.
This is hard for you, child. But one day you will understand, and you will thank me.
Go from this place, Mary. Your pleas cannot reach you. My fate is not a memory you should carry.
Who will be my keeper if you are gone?
Judge Wyman has instructed Abraham. He will be your keeper. A decision not all are in agreement with. Every man will face his day of judgment. Yours is today.
No! No!
Look, child, see who you would have me spare. See he is no longer of this earth. Only the damned and the devil can resist in this way.
Of all the ways to have someone executed, why that way? Because that is messy, excessively cruel. It's gonna be really hard to get his body off of that thing. It's gonna be hard to clean it, and now all of the little spiky spikes are bent. This is a terrible plan. Worst execution you could have done. Okay, so let's get off of the roof. Let's get away from the spiky.
He was right here. I was holding him.
Just get away. Move. Away from the spikies. I'm gonna put my hands
It's right
on the
there.
keyboard.
Nothing I could do.
Yep, okay. Yep, we picked up a pattern here. Okay. Yeah, that's traumatizing.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I know how much it messed me up.
Maybe we fix this by loving each other instead of
Fucking witch trials!
condemning each other.
What's wrong with these people? They killed that guy for no reason.
I'm sorry, this is fucked up.
Now we know the pattern. Angela was killed after seeing her double executed. Taylor had a narrow escape from that thing. You see your double get it? And you're next.
That's real reassuring. Thanks for sharing.
Isn't it better to know what's gonna happen to you?
There it is! That's what's been after us!
Come on!
Hey, why are we up on the roof? Why is this where we are?
What do we do now? With that thing outside?
Quiet.
Run. But also don't run, 'cause it's a bad idea.
It's out there. Listen,
It's out there, for now. What if it decides to come in after us?
Maybe we're okay if we stay inside the church.
Because...
Because it's holy ground. A church? Maybe it can't come in.
Really? It's a fucking vampire now?
Why not?
I'm just saying, this is a solid building.
He's right. We're safer in here. We're staying put.
I guess staying makes some kind of sense, right?
I don't know
You think
that
that's our best
running
move?
past it is a better
We are staying in here. No choice.
okay, maybe you got a point.
Or are they
Perhaps the thing
trying
will
to get revenge
get bored
on
and
us
take
because
off.
it's our
We
fault
have nowhere
that
else
they
to
died,
go.
going back in time because us interfering has gotten them killed. Could maybe argue because they can see us, which got them accused of witchcraft. So, also, why does it keep saying stick together as if? What happens if we don't? Is it possible to not stick together? There is a hole in the side of that church. Oh, drawings. Oh, good. All right.
This place is double central. The priest is the spitting image of that creepy preacher.
You're right.
It's creepy.
They could be the same guy.
He's a creepy. Who's that? Is that the bus driver? I don't even remember what the bus driver looks like anymore. Yeah, no, I think all of this we've decided is a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Oh, a thing. I see you. Meow. Hello? I could lock it. But Angela is down there, and I did not see her die, so I don't think that Angela is actually dead. I think she's still running around and screaming in the sewers. So I think I will not lock that. I mean, for all I know, that's a really terrible idea, and it's trying to tell me to lock it. But my deductive reasoning is telling me...
Sounds like more than one. Fucking great.
Just listen up. It follows us when we move around.
And we need to be quiet, like silent.
Okay. Little Hope Pastors. Joseph Milton. Wait, Joseph Milton. Wasn't that Mary's last... Mary Milton? One of the Miltons became a pastor? That's the only name I remember. Honestly, there were probably all kinds of other ones, but I can't think of what their names would have been. So, is that also their way of telling me maybe don't open the door?
No way. This has got to be the preacher who's been popping up all over.
Probably. Recently, parents have expressed concern that their teenage children are being tempted by the occult in musical lyrics by innocent-seeming spirit boards or movies that glorify Satanism. This is not the first time Little Hope has been scourged by occultism. Manuscripts from the 1600s, carefully hidden beneath flagstones in the church rectory, were recently discovered. They were covered with disturbing scrawls in a cipher that revealed magical words and spells. It is believed that the town's preacher of the time dabbled with magic and demonology. So it was a dark time for the settlers. Times have changed, but Satan's work never ceases. I need that sentence cross-stitched somewhere. Times have changed, but Satan's work never ceases. The clergy today stand vigilant against occultism and are unlikely to fall into ignorance and error, but parents should be mindful of the fascination these things hold for the young, particularly rebellious youths. The danger is they fall into bad habits such as smoking marijuana, and from there into the occult and disobedience of God. Parents should be watchful, and where they see the signs, look to the church and to God. Okay, so now is all of this happening because the priest got into some like fucking? Can I play song? Stop it. Maybe let's not stand right next to the wind giant. Let's not stand next to the giant ass.
Let's go!
I'm out of here!
Back, quickly!
Ow!
Get out of sight! Hide!
What's happening? I don't want him to die. I like this guy. No. Confront! If I run, is that gonna get him killed? Run! Everybody run! I don't think confronting that thing is gonna do anything. Is it gonna attack John? Oh wait, he confront. No, he said we need to our pass. Do I need to confront it? May have made an error. Actually really like this. Okay, don't kill. He won't know. I'm quitting the entire game and starting over. So wait. They wanted those traits? Like what? Did it want those traits? What did you want to have happen? What did you want to have happen? No, Daniel is the... I actually like his character best because he actually has a character.
Is that you? I can't see shit.
Alright, you know what? Let's go right.
Is that you? I'm over here.
Taylor!
It was. I'm playing this entire game over just to save Daniel. Daniel's the only one that I
Thought I'd lost
genuinely
you.
really like.
We're still in big trouble here.
I'm so confused. And I'm so
I need to stop for a moment. My heart is pounding. Gotta let it settle.
I don't want to play
Will you
this
tell me what
anymore
happened to
because,
Daniel?
I should have done more.
I don't know if confronting it would have been better.
Sorry.
Maybe I'll play through it again at some point.
The two we've lost. First Angela
Is
and now
Angela
Daniel.
dead?
That's down to me.
Is Angela dead? Is Angela dead? We didn't see her die. Is Angela dead?
You didn't suffer, right?
Tell me he went fast.
It was real
No,
fast.
it fucking sucked, man. He got stabbed.
I doubt he
at the
felt
time.
anything at all.
No, he got stabbed here. Yeah, she doesn't need to hear that. Nope. Girl, you and me both. You and me both.
We should rest here for a while. We're off-road and we're out of sight. Nothing's tracking us.
Oh, we don't know that.
Sure. Just a break, though.
Mostly, it's just because quick time events. I just pressed the button too soon. Because I was so determined to not get Daniel killed that in fact I panicked and made everything worse.
That's impressive.
I wish. No way I could get any shut-eye after what went down tonight. Would love to, though. I'm beat. Any ideas how we're getting out of here?
Daniel didn't deserve it. Stop the girl. I mean, we gotta
Fog
stop
has
that.
us surrounded. There's no
I gotta
way
stop
through.
the priest.
We can't just do nothing.
We need to figure out where the fog is coming from. I think the kid, Mary, is the key to finding a way through it.
Getting to Mary, stopping her might help, sure, okay, but what about the other kid? The one that keeps running from us?
Mary and her are connected somehow, I'm sure of it. Maybe the other girl is trying to lead us somewhere.
Where?
I don't know. Maybe to a place we can stop all this.
Let's see.
Everything feels out of control.
Well,
I don't think there's anything we can do at this point.
Mary's the key to everything that's happened. The trials, the executions.
Sure, but how are we supposed to stop her? Not even sure she's real.
I don't see a way out. Not now.
we gotta she is evil. I don't care anymore because
We
Daniel's
have to
dead.
try.
Fuck, I don't care.
We
what
owe it
happens.
to the others. And ourselves.
Daniel.
Mary's the key to this. I'm certain of it.
It's not that simple. And like you said, she's just a kid. We can't...
Listen to me. We see her again. We do whatever is necessary.
Maybe if
What's that?
everybody could just like fucking
Hell no, that
communicate.
thing is back to finish me off.
Get down. Take cover.
I should have given her the knife because now
Head
she doesn't
straight
have a
for
knife
us.
because the guy who had the knife is dead and it didn't do us any good. So I should have given her the knife. She's probably gonna die because she won't be able to cut herself free if it starts strangling her. Ah!
Angela!
Okay, wait. I told you.
Easy, Tiger. I'm a little tender.
I thought you were gone. How in the hell did you find us?
We thought. You know.
Great, can Daniel?
We're all glad you made it.
Stop it.
I'm glad to see.
You're gonna make me blush. But thank you.
For sure. You are one tough lady.
I don't see Daniel. Where is he?
Something... Back at the church... He got...
Stabbed in the eye.
I don't know, it was bad.
It was brutal.
I'll tell you when we're safely away from here. Right now, our priority is getting you safe. Let's go. We've come across more of those things since you left us.
One of those fucking things just grabbed Daniel. We couldn't get to him.
The thing that chased after me was horrendous. Now you're telling me there's more of them?
Yes.
What in God's name are they?
You okay without your glasses?
I most certainly am. There is plenty here I don't want to see.
You lost your glasses, but not your sense of humor. Good.
You hear that?
I heard it. Sounded close, too.
Just gotta keep moving.
It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken from you. Not by angels, or by demons.
If you're gonna shade
Heaven
me
or
for
hell.
getting Daniel killed, I swear to God.
Perhaps you've started to realize something. That everything and everyone may not be quite what they appear to be. 3 executions, 3 tormented beings, and so far you have only lost Daniel.
Don't.
Any thoughts on what might be around the corner, hidden by the fog? Something wicked this way comes.
I will literally trade any of these bastards for Daniel. Give him back. Give him back. God damn it. I'm so mad. It's always the characters I love most too, because I panic. Ugh. Fucking Daniel.
Looks kind of steep.
Yeah.
Stay on
I think we'll stick to
the path. That just makes me want to run off the path. Daniel would have run. No, he wouldn't have. Okay, I swear I'm gonna care about these people.
This may sound crazy, but what if saving our doubles from execution is how we save ourselves?
I don't think
I was only hunted after my double was killed.
Dangerous, unstable structure. Site
Anything here not falling apart?
Well, it's been abandoned for like almost like 50 years. Almost 50 years, 40 years. If assuming this game takes place in like the like, oh, the fireflies. Wow. I almost forget that this place is haunted. Alright. Mary Milton?
Mary's grave. There's nothing about how or why she died.
Oh, because it's probably shady. Mary Milton's grave. This is believed to be the resting place of Mary Milton. Mary was the source of many accusations against alleged witches. Pastor Carver took her under his wing where he instructed her and prayed with her before she incriminated several townspeople. Because of her controversial role in the witch trials, many of the townspeople turned their faces against her. Her remains were buried at the edge of town. Okay. Alright. But she's like a kid. We get it. Okay, well, we're just gonna sit here.
Fireflies. That's what's causing the glow.
A good call. Thank you.
What is that light?
Looks kind of beautiful, don't you think? Never thought I'd say that about anything here.
Pastor, the Reverend. No, it's
No, this cannot be. My own eyes deceive me. My apologies for the lateness of the hour, but I must speak with you.
What ails you, my friend?
It is Mary. I am troubled by her, by the part she has played in these trials.
Those trials trouble us all.
There is more to this. I saw her smile as her own sister was executed. She took pleasure from it.
Are you certain?
I am. But now that she speaks of guilt and remorse, it is hard not to believe her.
Keep away from her, Abraham. No good can come from being with that child.
Too late. With her brother and sister gone, Mary now lives under my roof.
Your charity places you in grave danger.
What do you advise?
Tell the court you suspect she toys with us all. That you saw her delight in her own sister's death. I implore you.
I am torn. Mary seems full of
Keep your
remorse.
suspicions to yourself, and it's our community which will suffer. None of us is safe from her wild imaginings.
So he tried to throw her under the bus.
Very well.
And now
If the court will listen,
Tinker's trying to throw her under
I will speak.
So us throwing the kid under the bus is probably not the right answer. Is my guess. That's my guess.
I am bewitched.
You're not bewitched.
How else can your presence be explained?
I can't explain this, but you're not.
She has conjured you to defend her. To press me into silence. Only the devil could create a demon who so resembles me.
I'm not a demon. But we do look alike, which I agree is pretty damn weird.
What do you want from me?
I want to know what you're gonna say to the court. About Mary.
I was decided to speak to the cause. Now I am not so sure.
Tell the court what the girl has done. It's what your friend asked of you.
The devil has sent you to tempt me. I must not succumb. Little Hope is no longer the town I knew. Strange and disturbing events have become commonplace. You, whatever you are but one of these. Revealing the truth about Mary may save my friend, but it does not sit easily with me that in doing so I condemn a child.
Putting it all on a kid isn't right. The priest is the one driving this whole thing.
Are you serious? The girl is the one we need to stop, not anyone else.
Nope, it's the
Reverend
creepy
Carver is a man
hot,
guided by God.
Priest.
No one can doubt that.
I doubt it. I doubt it very strongly. I doubt it very strongly. It's the creepy hot priest.
What the hell were you thinking speaking up for that kid? You may have just sentenced us both to death.
Nope.
I don't know what's right or wrong anymore. Nothing here makes sense.
Nope.
Mary is no ordinary child. If we want to get out of this, she has to be stopped.
See, they're pushing that really hard, and that makes me think that's not the case. They're pushing that way too hard.
Maybe we'll see him
Mary.
again. Get him to change his mind.
I made the right call. I have no doubts.
I have many
What do you mean?
doubts.
We saw Andrew's double.
Never thought I'd say this, but I feel real connected with those guys. Fuck this town and fuck that stupid-ass Crash for dumping me here.
She doesn't have a knife.
Help me!
John?
Taylor, where
Fuck
are
up.
you?
Don't fuck up. No, it's not the deer.
Taylor! Taylor, can you hear me? Say something!
John!
I got you! Just hold on to me!
I'm sorry! I can't! Get everyone away from here!
No!
I wonder if like doing that is gonna change it. Be brave, be brave. Hey, let her go.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, so I definitely should have confronted it. I should have confronted it.
Let's check that out.
Confronted it when I was
It'll get us out of these damn woods, and we can talk on the way.
Okay, I got it. It picked up. Picked up. I wish the person who had to die to learn that hadn't been Daniel. But you can't change the past, or can you? I'm gonna change the past because I'm gonna go through and save Daniel later because I cannot ever truly be at peace. God damn it. Oh, a thing. Ooh, there's some creepy sounds. Okay, there's a creepy witch shit again. Let's go down by the water. Okay. Oh, it's not water, it's a road. She's fine.
Whatever that thing was, I think it's gone.
What went on back there?
No clue.
Is the tide beginning to turn in our favor?
Whatever we saw back there, or thought we saw, we're still in grave danger. There must be something we can do.
Yes.
Mary's in the middle of all this, that I'm certain of.
We don't know for sure that stopping Mary will help us out. It's just a theory.
It may only be a theory, but right now it's all we've got.
This is a one-shot deal. We get it wrong, and there's no replay. It's game over, so I'm up for doing whatever it takes.
Come on, let's take a look.
I'm having deja vu.
Me too. I recognize this place.
Hello. Snap your jaw. Oh, that's a that's a terrible means of torture or execution. Ugh. Oof. I am decidedly not a fan. Alright. Yeah, these characters have grown on me a little bit more. I really wish they didn't have to be so freaking petty at the beginning, but... Okay. Finding all kinds of stuff. Ooh, a thing. Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Carver for mayor. Hang on. I saw Samuel Carver with the devil. He's the devil, man. Probably because it was playing on the fact that we always don't trust kids in horror movies, and now they're like, yeah, rightfully so. Can we shift the blame to who it really should fall on 99% of the time, which is creepy old white men? Because, ooh. No entry. Bitch, watch me.
There's a way in here!
Hey!
Is Vince? Hi, Vince.
That guy's a menace.
I don't think he gets how bad a mess we're in.
Come on, inside.
He went to get help. What kind of help did he get? Also, this is a... Is this another condemned building? Should we not be here?
Well, no one's been here for a long time. Now is my time to speak before the judge.
Maybe we're finally getting somewhere.
I am filled with dread. I cannot know how my testimony will be received. The devil has blinded so many to what is real and what is not.
Nothing good will come of this.
His words will seek to twist the truth.
Allow me to judge what is true.
Abraham and Joseph are allies in this deception. And lest we forget, you condemned Joseph to death only yesterday. Or do you now question that decision?
I have heard nothing today to sway my conviction. Joseph consorted with the same malicious force as his wife. For this, the court thanks Reverend Carver, who faced the devil's wrath to present the evidence.
It is only my duty, Judge.
However, this court is duty-bound by law to seek out the truth. We must therefore examine these claims made by Abraham against Mary.
If I may speak briefly, Judge Wyman.
Time is short, Reverend. Be indeed brief.
Mary has shown great fortitude to speak out against the evil here. Many would have lacked her courage. Yet her reward for exposing this brooding coven in our midst is to be besmirched.
Her courage is not in question. It is her intent we must be certain of.
Her accuser is the very man entrusted to care for this innocent child. Plain to see, he is not fit for such a task. And I would ask the court to have Mary placed elsewhere.
Who would you have be her new ward, Reverend?
I am prepared to take responsibility for the child, if the court agrees.
First, the court must hear what Abraham has to say. No decision can be made on the child until then.
He's a creepy man. I don't like him.
Abraham!
I won't get him killed. He gonna die.
What am I to do? Some would have me speak out against Mary, but could a child truly be capable of such evil?
It's not
I
sympathetic.
understand your dilemma.
You need to.
The consequences couldn't be more serious, but the girl is so young.
We need character growth.
Tell the
Character
court what
growth
you
will
have
keep
come
us
here
from
to
dying.
say. Speak up, boy. Out with it!
Mary has spoken of evil spirits, devilry and witchcraft. Things many cannot believe could exist here in
I'm
Little
not here
Hope.
for history and hearsay. Get to the point, boy.
Mary is tormented. The apparitions she has seen, they have plagued her, stolen her innocence. Some suggest she is in league with these creatures, but no one can be certain. Myself least of all. Can any of us truly know a child's mind?
You claim I lack the ability to see the truth.
I beg forgiveness. I would never suggest such a thing.
My time is not for wasting. You and the priest have irked me enough for one day.
I have more to say.
I have already given you enough time. Furthermore, Mary is to be placed into the care of Reverend Carver. Now stand down.
Could you not be concise? Did you have to start monologuing? It's not the time to monologue.
So, what happened? Did the little devil child get nailed?
I saw Abraham, my double. He told the judge that Mary did nothing wrong, like she's the victim here.
So what happens now?
I'm not sure I did the right thing.
I think you did.
I guess at least we know we can influence the outcome.
I think from a narrative point
That's
of view,
gotta be good, right?
having the girl
Is he
set
right?
the fire at the beginning, they
You go
definitely
along
tried
with
to
that?
demonize her at the beginning, and I don't think that you meant to stay that way towards the end.
Okay. Looks like we can make a difference, but we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves. Nothing here can be taken for granted. Whatever's out there, it still wants Taylor. We have to go.
How do we know that?
Now.
They literally just stood there and let her leave. How do we know that it still wants Taylor? What proof? What proof have we? Is none of this stuff I can investigate? Alright. Oh, I can! Oh, look
I
it!
remember my dad in pants like that.
Kid of the 70s, huh?
Damn straight.
Sure was. The 70s, so you
There's
were
gotta be another
born-
exit. Maybe on the ground floor?
Read me the thing. Memory of James Clark, 1929 to 1972. Sadly missed by his many friends and colleagues. he was James. Was that the dad? I think that was the dad.
Hard to imagine, but this place must have been something once.
It's the connection to the 70s that's
Now it's
still
just
kind of like...
bad memories, broken lives, and rust.
Wow, it was really poetic, dude. Okay, let's go to the really far away room. Oh, hello? Someone left their coffee mug. Oh god, there's so many things to examine. Okay. There he is. There's a book. Oh! 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 Or I don't know if that's a book, but... Gee, I forget that it does that. Thomas Wyman. Thomas presided over the conviction of several witches in Little Hope. He later regretted placing so much weight on a child's testimony. The current factory was founded on the site of Wyman's residence. Yeah, it's almost like maybe we should use logic and science. Having read Captain Bond's letter attesting the affair within Hope, I heard the petitions of the townsmen. I write to express my signal concernment. Pastor Carver's teaching strayed from true doctrine and piety. His mind wandered from the fellowship of saints and surrendered into sin over many years. Please attend to his past behaviors which infect and corrupt the town. I ask a commission to be appointed to examine such affairs of last year, including the matter of the girl. Thy servant, Thus Wyman, Judge. Thomas. Okay, yep, we got there. It's a kid. And we can't blame
Half the
kids
shitty town probably worked here.
for the shit
Once this place goes down,
that
everything else
adults
went right along with
drag them into because they don't know better yet. Yeah. Oh god. Little Hope factory to close. Hundreds of layoffs will gut the town. Nearly 600 jobs are set to be lost in Little Hope when the Raven Dam Textiles factory closes its gates at their Harvard Road site in September. Layoffs will include workers at the main factory and ancillary business across town. The decision was announced by Hazel Carver, a director in the family business that has been the primary employer of the town for over 160 years. With great sadness, we have made this decision. We consider the workers at the factory to be part of our extended family. Know how much Ravenden means to them, but we can no longer continue to run the business. Dialogue with the Carver family, said McCarthy, but while the daughters have been receptive to the union's ideas for saving the factory, Mayor Carver has rejected them at every turn. He went on, we want a partnership with the family to save their business and our livelihoods, but it seems as if the mayor does not accept partners. Another union worker who did not want to be identified expresses bitter opinion. This is all about the land. The Carvers have owned the town for generations. If they can't profit from the land, they will shut it all down. As the main source of income for the majority of the town's families, many are worried that what the future will bring. Factory closing will gut the town. We blah 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 blah. Bus drivers wanted. Bus drivers wanted. So, why you driving the bus, buddy? Why you driving a bus, buddy? Look at all these.
Seems like they knew what a hard time was here.
They sure did.
Oh, look! Oh, wait, is it the same guy? Oh, yeah, they clearly just probably aged him up a bit.
Looks like a heartbreak to me.
It's probably Tanya. And Vince. Oh, they date. That's right, they were dating. They were dating. Aw, that's a stranger. Because now because he grew up, he was at the funeral. It is the same. I thought I was crazy thinking they were the same person, but now it seems like really obvious. Like, duh, they're the same person. Hey. Alright. Okay, you go that way. Cancelled order. Oh, wait! I wanted to explore more. I need to stop hitting buttons without reading. Fuck.
Andrew, get over here and help me.
Andrew. I should have kept
What's
exploring.
up?
There's probably more lore stuff.
I'll push from this end, you from the other. Okay. Everything you got.
Ready. Break them!
Whoa! Professor, are you okay? Professor, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Just about. No way back up. I'll look for a way out down here.
Okay, we'll meet up at the back of the building.
Sure. See you out there.
Be careful down there, John!
Wish I had explored that
Hey,
little area
Professor!
before I went on.
We'll
'cause I
see you
wanna
outside,
learn.
okay?
I want to learn the lore. I want to know what's going on. I want to piece it together myself before they tells me the answers. Well, that why this does not seem safe. Angela now. Alright. Here we go.
Professor?
Hope you're okay.
The one person John can take care of is himself.
Wow. Okay, so we definitely know that he'll just need to be selfless. Be selfless. Because fear and hatred tore everybody apart, and now we gotta love and support
Andrew?
and protect each other, right?
You
right?
up there?
Am I grasping at straws here?
I'm up here!
Wow. Do you two look good?
Nice of you to notice. Looks like you've been to the same beauty parlor as me. Swampy's.
Funny. But also true.
I love their terrible jokes.
Am I pleased to see you?
Same here.
Pleased to see you. Wow.
You see Mary while we've been apart?
No, nothing. You?
Me neither.
The occult. Did I just get something? Old car. Okay, yeah, there's creepy witch symbols everywhere. Got it. Ooh, there's more. Ooh, there's some more. There's more. Hit me with it. Burn in hell.
Nice. We'll try to forget I just saw this.
Mr. Clark leaving the Little Hope Police Department yesterday. A line has been drawn under the tragic case of the Clark house fire. Onlookers watched as Anthony Clark, the only survivor of the blaze, was released from police. Thursday afternoon, one onlooker said that poor boy, he must be going through hell right now. The Herald approached Mr. Clark for comment, but he has not blamed Clark, who was found with a box of matches in his hands at the scene, for causing the fire. When Clark left the Little Hope Police Department, passers-by were heard to burn in hell. Yikes. Yeah, I did not... I almost forgot that he had the matches in his hand. That is very incriminating, bro. Oh, bro.
You see that?
Hello? Hello, child. So, like, why is she
Stay on
here
your
in
toes.
the 70s?
Anything could happen.
But there isn't one of her now.
safe while you still draw breath, Joseph. You must die today. Not even your wife Amy was spared your lust to serve Satan.
Damn me if you must. You're not fit. Speaking of my late wife.
There is still fight in you. I must drive the devil out for the safety of everyone here.
Oh, no one is safe.
Joseph, do you renounce the devil and all his teachings?
I carry no sin. I'm no disciple of the devil. Our town is infected with madness. Brought here by Satan's servants.
We have to stop this.
Confront Mary?
Come on! Help me! Look, there can be no more doubting. This is witchcraft.
No, it's hard to tell. You can't think of
More
all these
stones.
things.
The devil must be crushed from within him. Do not flinch. The fate of Little Hope rests in your hands.
Shit. Well. Of all the ways to do this, why this way? Clearly going to the kid is the right thing to do there. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know if that actually impacts anything. Or did it?
What happened? Tell me.
We don't have a lot of time.
I think I'm piecing it together, but I'm making all these wrong choices, even though my logic is sound.
John! What are you doing?
I can't get away from this thing. I'm not letting what happened to Daniel happen to me.
No.
Are you crazy? We gotta move!
John, please hurry!
Come on, you fuck! I'm ready!
Help her.
Angela! How's that feel, fucker?
Help her. You're not.
Like now! This thing is only interested in me! Get out of here! Go! I'll hold it back!
You can get away! Escape! I did! You don't have to do this!
This is stupid! Get out of there!
Is it gone?
I don't see it anymore. Where in God's name are we now?
Place looks like it burned down. Something here isn't right.
Something isn't right is this shitty town's motto.
Wish I could have done that for Daniel, but you know. Can't do what you don't know. Oh god, it's fine. It's fine. Hello? Was I supposed to go this way? Ooh, I want to find all the secrets.
Don't notice me at all. They don't care.
Ooh, it's the bad man. I don't like being over here. I'm gonna not stand. Maybe don't stand next to the windows right now, guys. What? Who was that? No, don't want to expect that. Maybe don't stand next to the windows, maybe. No! Don't you crash! I swear to God. I did not come all this way to not get to finish it. Let me back in. I hope it stops, that it drops me like right back in the building. I don't want to do any of the quick time events again. That's very nice of you to do that. Okay, let's try this again. Modern guide to successful parenting. Oh, this is the house that... Is this the house that burned down? This has got to be the house that burned down. Maybe. We're all not gonna stick around in that area. James and Anne.
You're gonna want to see this.
Look it, you're married. Look it.
Angela and I were married.
This makes less and less sense.
You're married. Don't want to look outside again. Is this gonna kill? I'm just gonna do it. tire swing again. Choom. Someone gonna be spooky. Who gonna be spooky? Oh, she said tire. So basically, this house is like the last showdown, I feel. Because they all the gang's all here. Can I go in this? No, that's not a thing. It's like steady heartbeat is like low-key killing me. Open? I don't have a death wish. Why would I open the door?
What was that?
Gotta be the girl. Let's go find her. She's in here.
What the hell?
Stay here.
What'd you step on? The record.
Mind the goddamn vinyl, will ya?
Andrew, what's going on?
Child. Did he like...
I was about to confess all to the church.
No,
Will
wait.
you protect me? You must.
Wait, this isn't right. No way.
I assure all gathered here today that our town will be free of the devil's grasp. Together, by God's grace, little hope will prevail. My word on it.
This court is hastily convened, but with good reason. If we are to finally rid ourselves of the evil which has infested Little Hope, then we must act today. I accuse you, Mary, of witchcraft. What say you, Reverend?
The evidence, as discovered through my investigation, is beyond question. Mary uses her puppet as a familiar to summon and serve the devil.
We have been deceived by a child, by her guise of innocence. This puppet was mistakenly used to denounce Tabitha, but it has always belonged to Mary and Mary alone. She allowed her own kin to be executed as she watched in silence.
That is not so. Liar!
Now this tainted child, this creature of Satan, has the marrow to accuse me, a man of God, of wrongdoing.
This is crazy. These people have lost their freaking minds.
It was never my intention to bring harm to this town or its people. Can you not help me?
What can I do? If I could do something to stop this, I would, but...
Now in her hour of greatest need,
I don't
this
see
child
how.
of the damned pleads once more for the
Wait.
devil's help.
I beg the court's indulgence. Please guide me at this time. I seek your counsel. No question there is something very wrong here. Right in the heart of this place.
There can be no doubt that Little Hope is afflicted. That darkness has taken hold of our town.
There is not a man or woman here today who does not already know the devil is in our midst. The sole purpose of this court is to remove evil, not indulge it further. Our time is not for wasting.
You got this all twisted. Mary isn't to blame.
How do I make my decision? If I am wrong, condemn an innocent to die. The only way I can see out of this is to get rid of that damn doll. Destroy that and...
The puppet must be cast asunder.
maybe this all goes away.
It is the cause of Mary's affliction. It holds her in its thrall. Destroy this puppet, and the devil will depart Mary. She will be restored, an innocent child.
Reverend, burn the puppet. Destroy it.
You must not act in haste. The girl must face the full consequences of
My
her deeds.
authority is not for questioning. Do as I ask.
did everything you could. Don't blame yourself. None of this is your fault.
What? What's happening?
That's it, right?
I figured that if the doll... And then that would be the end of it.
You made the right call. No way you could have seen what was gonna happen. That accident is not on you. Whatever questions we still got, they won't be answered now. Let's just get out of here.
What's happening?
You okay? What just happened?
Think we've seen the last of that kid.
What's happening? We're just casually strolling out. We're just assuming everything's fine. The sun's up. There was also that thing about the lady falling.
Hey!
It's Vince!
I'm real sorry. I know it wasn't your fault. Both of us been through some real tough time these past years. About half a mile or so, there's a diner with a working phone. You call for help and you leave this place. And don't you ever come back. Ain't nothing left here for you.
So how would we explain Daniel to the police? It's like, what? I feel...
I'm real sorry for what I've put you all through.
We've all had one hell of a rough night. You more than anyone.
That's gonna haunt me forever.
You're not alone here.
Take it easy on
We've
yourself.
all been through
You know
hell.
that, right?
We're finally getting out of this hell.
Blame yourself.
I just wish we all could have made it.
We're diverting all traffic through Little Hope. You okay, buddy? You seem a little confused.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just want to get these folks to where they need to be.
I doubt a short delay will trouble him too much.
Can everyone just shut up? This isn't helping us find help or getting us out of here. Hi there. How you doing? Excuse me, but we're looking for our bus driver.
What?
Have you seen him?
Yeah, that's funny. Sounds like you could use a drink.
Better not, thanks. I need to keep a clear head. You shouldn't be drinking right now. I don't think it's a good idea.
Drinking's all I got left.
What the hell is going on in there?
Get the hell out of here!
I'll go once I look you in the eye. Now let me in! Hey!
I don't think he gets how bad a mess we're in.
That's it. Game over. You're done. For now, at least. You could always try again, see if you can get a different result. Impressive. Almost survived intact. Almost. And you eventually found him. The bus driver. Maybe he can now put the past behind him. Till we meet again. Maybe in the South Pacific, or the Arabian Desert, or somewhere else. But we will meet again. At least one more time.
Is there
You believe in God?
Absolutely not.
We'll start believing. We are under attack by... I don't know what. You wouldn't believe me even if I tried. Hell, I don't believe it and I was there.
In Sumerian myth, they say the souls of the dead went deep underground to the House of Ashes, where they lived on dust, plagued by the demons of the underworld.
Hello, it is editing me from the far off future. This was one of the very first games that I ever streamed, and as such, you could probably tell I wasn't really the best at double checking my audio levels in comparison to the game. And during the end credits sequence, I had a lot of feelings, a lot of discussions about the game itself, games past, games in general, storytelling, all of that. And it got blocked out because the end credit music is super freaking loud. It's so loud. So I'm just gonna give you some quick highlights on my thoughts of the game. So mostly I will start off by saying that I really, really enjoyed Little Hope, especially comparatively to Man of Medan. I'll get into that a little bit more. Little Hope, I think, had a really interesting setup, much like Man of Medan, but I do feel that it played out a lot better. The characters were better, the storyline was more intriguing, the mystery was more intriguing. I felt much more invested in the supernatural elements of this game as compared to the last. However, I will say that I was not a fan of this being the second game in a row where the big scary thing isn't real. If you're making an anthology of scary games, it's definitely not for the best to have two things in a row with the same kind of conclusions going on, that it's some kind of
hallucination, it isn't real. Especially when it's the first two and only two games that you have. And considering the fact that this all started from Until Dawn, and the big draw of Until Dawn was they were kind of playing it up like, oh, it's supernatural. And then no, it was actually a person the whole time, but then it also was a supernatural element as well. And it was the continuation of wanting to keep guessing and never quite knowing what's going to happen, but they all tie in well together. The things that throw you off the trail did still make sense in the end, because it's like, well, a human wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, and there was an answer for it later. It was the Wendigos. Sorry, spoilers if you haven't played Until Dawn. But the things that are meant to throw you off in the trail in Little Hope don't always have a clearly defined reason for why they're there. Like, for instance, I think that it seems a bit too specific and too grand to buy that it's all just one big hallucination by one person who's deeply traumatized. It's like they drew too many connections, and it was too deeply interwoven to be like, yeah, this all just happened in one night on the spot, one person's hallucinations. Like, why would they be that specific? I don't know. It was very strange. Like, some of the connections that they made throughout the various timeline jumps were really fascinating. It was really cool to see and draw those parallels. Like, I started making those parallels of how people had died versus the demons that were chasing them. But then it leaves a lot of questions of, okay, you were trying to throw us off the trail of knowing that maybe this wasn't real by making them very different people, which could kind of work, but why is this man hallucinating that the reincarnations or stand-ins for his family that died in the 70s are dating, or maybe dating, or have a crush on each other? Like the two siblings. Like, okay, maybe we don't do that. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe there are better ways. And then making jokes about Daniel. Like, Daniel, why don't you run off with friggin' what's-her-face? Angela. She's supposed to be his mom. Why are we making these kinds of comments? Like, it just seemed like it was trying to throw you off, but the things that threw you off did not lead to any kind of payoff. I guess unlike previous games. That's just my big criticism, is I'm not a big fan of, oh, it was all in his head. Because the time jumps and the fact that people from the past could see what you were doing and what you were doing made things so much worse was really cool, really fascinating. Could have been a really cool concept in a universe that it is established that there are supernatural beings and entities here, and there's some weird stuff going on, that you just make it not real. Like, it's such a cool idea that I feel like they threw it away by having it not be real. That breaks my heart a little bit. That being said, I do think the parallels were really nice. The storytelling was really nice. I really didn't like a lot of the characters when we started, much like I didn't really care about any characters in Man of Medan, but at least this time they had some kind of growth. The story made you work to enjoy these characters, or to at least not want them to die. And I really didn't want them to die. I was so upset about Daniel. Oh my god. And I think where at least Little Hope does better than Man of Medan, in addition to the better characters, is Man of Medan, you kind of figured out really early. Like, if you're paying attention, you piece together really early that there's a gas and none of this is real and it's all a hallucination. So you can figure out, maybe I shouldn't be attacking this because it's not real, and I could hurt my friends. Because they have, like, a fake out. You realize that the monster you almost attacked is your friend, and then for the rest of the game, you never attack those monsters because you know that they're probably just your friends. So it takes out that element of fear of the unknown because you piece it together. And then the only thing you're really afraid of is the guy running around with the sledgehammer. That's really the only threat left. It doesn't really work that well. I'm not a big fan of Man of Medan, as you can probably tell. It's a shame, too, because Man of Medan did have a cool idea of a setup, with it being based on an allegedly real-life ship and myth of this ship that had gone missing during, like, World War II, I think, and the rumors and conspiracy theories about new chemical warfare. Like, that's cool. Didn't think they implemented it well. I do think Little Hope implemented this a little better. I hope that the next game takes a lot of notes from Little Hope, but does a better job with the ending. It really kills the replay value when you know going into it that none of this is real. You know, at least Until Dawn was fun to replay to see, like, what would happen. The danger was very real the whole time. The stakes remained the same because these characters were all real within that world, and you could get them killed, and there were consequences to that. Even in Man of Medan, you could get people actually killed. But Little Hope, there really aren't any consequences because none of the people you can get killed or have the power to save actually does anything. So it kind of kills the replay value of it, other than to just have fun making all the wrong choices and getting everybody killed really fast. You know, there's not much at stake there if you don't play the game again now that you know what the ending is. All of that being said, I'm going to try to be as concise as I possibly can, because I could go on forever, and man, did I, so it's probably for the best that the game audio was so loud you couldn't hear me, because I went on for a very long time, so at least now I can be concise. I still really did enjoy this game. I enjoyed the music. I think that their sense of suspense was even better this time around, and I hope that trend continues and that they learn and grow from the criticisms of previous games going forward, because I love the idea of the Dark Pictures anthology. I want to see it succeed, but they're gonna have to pay attention and take these notes and take these criticisms into account if they want it to grow into the massive thing that they clearly want it to be. I probably will play it again, just for fun. I want to see if I can save Daniel. I want to see if I can get the best ending, the worst ending. It won't be as emotionally impactful because I know what happens and I know my choices don't really matter. I just think the setup and lore is kind of cool. I'd like to know more. I think I'll do it. It's just further proof that video games are art. A lot of people don't think that way, but video games are an incredible medium of storytelling. And it's one that I think people are finally really starting to appreciate, and I hope that they do more. More so than movies and TV shows, I would even say, because in video games, you yourself take an active part. You can take your time with it. You can emotionally invest yourself as much or as little as you like. There's more room for exploration. You're more active in it too. You're not just sitting there and mindlessly consuming, you know. I think this is a good example of video games as an art form or as a form of storytelling. I love storytelling games. I just think it's fun. So anyway, thanks for hanging around. This video wasn't late. You're late. Sorry that it took me so long to get this last part out, but if any of you actually stuck around to the end, gold star for you. Claim it. And yeah. All right. Have a good night.